I wanted to tell him all these things that I'm telling you now. But often when you get in with another researcher, you will find that they want to also promote what they've got going, and we'll see where we meet in the middle. I'm very happy to do this with Clyde. I like his thoughts and his ideas. So Clyde then announced that it's very possible, and you will find all of this in Space War News, that Iran might launch an EMP weapon on the United States, announcing that they would do it on February 11th. This is, of course, the anniversary of the creation of their republic. So Thursday, the world may end as we know it. Who knows? It is possible, and the potential is there. What was very curious, and I noticed that I use that term a lot, or terms very curious on this show and on radio, on the Free Zone, very often because, well, hell, our world is very curious. Is that next day, okay, so Sunday night, Clyde Lewis makes this announcement while I'm on the air with him, and in honor of this, they will be rebroadcasting that show every midnight, every day this week. So if you want to catch it, the link's there on freemantv.com. Go over, check out the show that we did. Also check out our show, Grounds for Baphomet, which you will find under Freeman's TV shows. And realize that it was that day that I was saying 1013 would bring about the end of the American economy, and of course that was very correct, and it was on the very day that I was saying it. That's all I'm saying. I haven't been wrong yet. There's lots that I need to gather together to bring about this information to you, and that's why, and I apologize for not having Radio Freeman here in these last couple of weeks, but hopefully the Bill Deagle shows have been entertaining and informing you along the way. I don't get to say as much on those shows, so I always want to get back to this, but I have been having some serious technological difficulties. I am almost back up and running, as you can tell. Hopefully I'll have some music again here soon. I like the music. It kind of sets the stage and sets the tone. But so here we are announcing on Sunday night that the potential of Iran hitting America with an EMP rocket, that they had just launched a rocket containing a mouse, a turtle, and some worms into space off the back of a truck. Now we're looking at the potential of them launching an EMP. You will find the Commission's reports from 2004 on the Space War News showing this very effect and how they expected it. And then you'll also find February 3rd, 2009, Defense Tech announcing Iran has the capabilities of hitting us with an EMP weapon. And what would happen with an EMP, of course, would be a total global electronic shutdown. Pretty much what they're also predicting, and NASA is saying, will hit in 2011. Due to solar cycle 24, because this is the same type of effect. Or they can be turned on and operated from HARP facilities. Different ISCATs or ionospheric heaters around the world can also cause this very same effect, because basically these ultra-low frequency radio transmitters on antenna arrays around the globe are ground-based solar flare emitters. So, is it Iran or is it an ionospheric heater? Once again, we won't know. But they'll tell us the story we need to hear so that they can further their agenda. But surprisingly enough, the very next day on the Drudge Report, headline reads, Iran to send telling blow, a one-punch blow to the Western powers. A one-punch blow could very well be an EMP. Because then this would shut down all of the electricity, or a major portion of the electricity in the United States for seemingly months, according to the Commission's report in 2004. It would cause over $700 billion in damage just from the EMP alone. This is not even a rocket hitting the ground. All I can do at this point is hopefully get you prepared. Because when we realize that most of what is destroyed is the people's dreams for the future. And this is why when the Russian economy collapsed, the poor folk were the ones that pretty much stayed strong. Because things didn't change too much for them. And I guess I can put myself in that category. By the way, your donations are greatly appreciated. This show is listener sponsored. I do not have any sponsors. I don't want any. I don't want commercials. I'm sorry for all the commercials on the free zone, but I also don't get any money from that. You can pick up my 5 DVDs. I highly recommend it. It will give you an understanding of what's going on there. Put a lot of work into those. You get 5 DVDs for $99.95 plus shipping, and it's going to blow your mind. I guarantee it. There's nothing on the net, nothing like it out there, because it all came out of my head. And it has been and proved itself correct over and over again. So yes, your donations and your purchases are greatly welcomed and appreciated, and everything I get, I turn right back around into this show so that I can give you a better and better show. So here we are, sitting on the raggedy edge. Will it be a solar flare in 2011? Will it be Iran on Thursday? One day, in the very near future, the world as we know it will end. The best thing you can do is prepare yourself mentally for that. The best thing you can do is quit grabbing for the carrot that's standing out in front of you and start looking around you at this very moment. Start to see who your friends are, who are around you, and try and develop new friendships. The ideas being promoted by Raj Patel and Maitreya about sharing are very critical to our times. It is best if we will begin growing some food, because that is the next crisis. The money crisis of America is to bring an American Union. Following this, there will be the food crisis, which will bring about the Asian Union, and we'll find all of these national or international capitals starting to take form. When you see what they're building in Astana, Dubai, and Canberra, you'll really start to get a bigger picture of this elite brotherhood that are controlling our world, have understanding of the ancient past that we do not, have understanding of our coming future that we do not, and are not willing to tell you what's going on so that they can keep their power. You must take back your power, and there is only one way to do this. You cannot seek Hollywood, you cannot seek your media, you cannot seek your politicians. There is only one way, and that is you forgiving all of the effects that have been happening to you so that you can erase the mind control, erase the trauma-based effects that have been placed on you, and start living as humans should live on planet Earth. We can find this way. It is right inside of our DNA. It is there inside of our genetics. It is the very reason each and every one of us knows that something is wrong. Because it's in our soul. Life and death, that's not as critical. We are all going to live. We are all going to die. That's why we're here, and we're here to learn. So enjoy the ride. Enjoy the learning. Don't live in the fear. That's where they want you. That's where they control you. Look at the amazing effects and things that are going on, and remember to be somewhat detached, because you are merely a soul incarnated into the third dimension, and this is not the end of your existence. But make the changes that you can, make the difference that you can, because you only have this one moment in the 21st century. You have this one moment of time here on planet Earth. And if you're spending it simply seeking this future that has been outlined by Pepsi and Doritos or different media agencies telling you what life is all about, like Walt Disney, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But if you start to develop and engender this sharing capacity, this sharing love that you can bring about to the people around you, this is what's going to be necessary in our very near future. So know that this is the case. Know that all of these things that are being tossed in front of you that are supposed to make you run and scream in fear of losing your American ideals, of losing your nation, whatever nation you may be in. I know this radio show is global. Realize that it's all engineered and that it's all false. That none of it is real. Honestly, it is a stage performance. It is active prestidigitation to try to get you to react in the way they want you to react. So the best thing for you to do is to react in a peaceful, loving, caring manner, which is inside each and every one of us. I know it is. This is why all of our military are committing suicide. Humans are not meant for war. So until next week, Stay informed, stay enlightened, and stay happy, and try and forgive all of the horrible effects that have been going on, because this is the only salvation you're going to find and receive. Until next week, this is Freeman signing off. Loving you all.